Good morning, welcome back to On the Road Adventure. Sun's shining and we are desperate to get out on these bikes again, but we found a problem.
Well, so on this type of bikes that we have now, we don't have any storage to put a camera or anything at all. Locks or nothing. So we're gonna put some bags and see if it's even possible on these bikes.
I think it will be. We got the Oxford Atlas bags. You might have seen I was wearing the backpack in the last one. The backpack also makes a bag. But yeah, we're going to put these loops on and that, and yeah, see if we can put some bags on. So these are the Atlas bags that we're going to put on. This one's the 20 litre, and I think we'll do a 30, a 20 and 10 litre bags. So the idea is we connect these loops to the bike, and then there's like G-hooks on the bag. Attach that to the bike or the frame and cinch it down. I've weighed up my options. I did take the seat off and I was looking at this one to loop this on. You just need to find some fixed points. You can do it around the frame or whatever, but I think with this one for the 20 litre bag, I'm hoping to put one here and then one up here, and we'll see how that works out. The only bummer with these is that you do end up with some loose thread at the end. And what you could do once you got it fixed to your bike, your frame, is you could just cut this off because you're going to keep it on your bike and reuse it. But we move them from bike to bike, so I'll just bundle it up and tape it on or something out of the way so that we can reuse this at different lengths for different bikes. There we go, so we got our loops through now, look. And all we do is attach these G-hooks and then pull all the straps tight so that your bag's on nice and tight. Obviously, it's really important when you attach bags to be looking out for any loose ends like this, and you know, either cut them off if you're going to use it, or tape them up, use cable ties, anything. Just don't leave it flapping around.
Triumph 400s again today. Our poor Africa twins, they're sat in the garage being walked past every day. We need to get on them for the next ride either.
My bike has not been ridden in weeks. I actually need to just start it up and just see if the battery's still alright.
Yeah, I took mine for a sympathy ride the other day, but yeah, we need to take the twins out next time. Right then, coming up to a nationals here, so let's try this one out. So I'm in 5th gear, 40 mile an hour, wind the throttle open, see how it moves on. 50, 60. Well, I have tried this bike out at higher speeds, and even with me sat on it, it will get to 80 to 90 miles an hour on a private unrestricted road, of course, but the vibrations are quite high. The bike isn't happy there at all, and yeah, it's revving its tits off. I think if you were going to do, I don't know why you would do that, but if you were going to do a lot of motorway miles, or even you did dual carriageway to work and back, I'd probably change the gearing on the sprockets to lower the revs a bit. The gearing is very short on this anyway. You get through, you know, the first few gears very quickly, so changing the sprockets wouldn't be a problem. I do know, I had a quick look on the Triumph website, and they do a lot of really nice accessories for these bikes, little tank bags, and I know you can get a fly screen and bits and pieces. So they've followed up with some aftermarket parts that you can have, not as well as they have in places like Thailand and India and things, where they got custom shops making things for it. This is where the fun's at on these bikes though. Twisty A roads. Look at this thing, sunshine in the sky, how lucky are we? What a difference a day makes.
I have to say, this bike, it feels like a toy when you're used to a bigger bike, but not in a negative meaning. It's just completely different to what I'm used to, but at the same time it is really fun, and it feels like it takes that worry part away from, oh, my bike is too big and heavy to park over here, or how am I gonna back up, or all that trouble. You sort of just you've got less to think about.
I think you're absolutely right. One of the most fun bikes I ever had was a Benelli TNT 125. But the trouble with small light bikes like that, and I have found that a little bit with this, is that, like you say, they are fun and they make you want to muck around. But you can muck around and you can do things you probably shouldn't do, and it's not going to get you in loads of trouble. I think it's loads of fun to have a small bike and be whacking through the gearbox and, you know, revving the tits off the thing. I think it's great. Oh, big pothole there.
Wow. Oh my god.
Oh, hello, water crossing.
Oh no.
Oh, I reckon it'd be alright.
Right, you go first.
Oh, I'm on the Scrambler.
It's fine, as long as you know where the potholes are.
Wow, yeah. Well, the Scrambler's made it through.
Right, I'm coming too. Don't want to get my feet wet yet. It's too early on the ride.
Like we were just saying, right, this is the joy of motorcycling. We jump on these bikes, it doesn't cost a fortune, petrol goes on forever on these things, and you can just go off with no plan whatsoever and have a laugh. I love that. It's a nice cottage. These lands here all belong to the Earl of Devonshire, and he got the Powderham Castle at the back there. Oh look, the deer are out. I'll tell you, it's days like this when you realise just how lucky we are to live in Devon. It is really beautiful.
I have to say it's quite hot actually when you're in the sun. The moment you're in the shade, it's not so much anymore. But it's pretty good. Everyone's out running, cycling. Nice day.
You got to make the most of days like this, haven't you? Grab every one of them and get out on your bike, even if you haven't got, it's so easy. Some days we do this and you sit out, oh yeah, but where should we go, I don't know. Even now I'm riding, I've no idea where we're going, but we are going and we're having a great time doing it. That's all that matters. Scrambler sounds great through the tunnel. It has got quite a deep note really for what it is. It's not a bad sounding bike.
Well, both of them, not only the Scrambler.
Yeah, they do have different exhausts, just the end cans, but they sound pretty similar. We'll do a sound comparison at some point. They say there's no time like the present. Let's do that now. So this is the Speed 400, Eva's on this one. So we can see this one has one single exhaust, but it's a bit fatter than the other one. So let's start this one up and have a listen. So it's not obnoxious or anything on tick over, but it does sound right when you're going down the road. Let's try the Scrambler. So we can see this one then is the same engine, same header pipe and everything, just a different end can on this one. So we'll start this one up and see if it sounds any different. Well, I'm not convinced there's much difference in the sound there. What do you think?
I don't know. I think there is a difference, and I prefer the first one, which is Scrambler, not Scrambler.
The Speed 400.
Speed 400. I like the sound more.
Do you think it's slightly deeper?
Yeah, it is. I like that. Where I was expecting the Scrambler to have a better sound.
I like how the Scrambler looks.
I don't think it does. I like how it looks and I like how it rides, but I like the sound of the Speed one. Well, actually today I've been spending a little bit more time on the Speed, and I think it's not that bad actually as I thought. It's quite good.
I think this is proving. I honestly thought that we were both like dive to one of them and like, no, that's my favourite and that's it. But we keep swapping the bikes as we ride in. And it is a tough choice, to be honest. If I was going to buy one of these, I think I would lean towards the Scrambler because I like the higher bars more.
Obviously, if you were buying a Scrambler, you'd probably buy... There is another Scrambler that Triumph does with the bigger
I'd
capacity.
love the 1200, yeah.
So that obviously is going to sound different and it's going to look different and it's more aggressive kind of looking.
But between these two, if we were looking at smaller bikes, I think I would struggle because I really like... The 400 is lighter and physically smaller, which is a great appeal. And I love the black and gold. I do think it looks really good. But yeah,
they
maybe
both look great. I like the contrast with the, with the tank.
You know what we need to do?
Yeah.
We need to ride them some more.
We do need more riding, and I think this is quite too busy to have a coffee. So I think we should move on. I know just a place.
Any excuse.
I know just a place.
Come on, then. Now what you're riding?
Oh, I don't care. I can just stay on the Speed one for the day and have that sort of comparison.
All right, we'll swap the whole day next time.
Yeah.
All right, let's go then.
Too good to resist in a tunnel. Here's another advantage of these lovely little bikes. It makes filtering so easy. You can fit into any little small gap, and I'm not worried about having big panniers and boxes and bits and pieces. Plenty of room. All right, you want to come by on my right then, and you can show us where this coffee spot is you got in mind. So this is the next little coastal town in Devon, Teignmouth.
Well, that's not going to work, is it? Cannot forget your coffee. Did you think I'm going to take you to a coffee shop?
No, not a chance. We're far too tight for that now.
Come on.
Do you know what? I think I prefer this little thing. I like sitting outside and making it, to be honest.
At least you know you're getting an espresso that you like.
Yeah.
How many times have you bought an espresso and you don't even drink it because it's really, really bad? I have to admit that I prefer any bike, any kind of bike, with no top box, right?
Oh, for riding?
For riding.
Yeah, and for
However, top box just makes your life so easy. Anything, it's just in there. We're here. You take things out, they have to put them either on the floor or somewhere else.
Yeah, definitely.
But still, riding, I think I can put up with it.
I was talking about this the other day. This is exactly why I've always been a fan of scramblers and custom bikes. I love to have something different. But for what we do in everyday use, you need the boxes on there. You need someone to put your things, your lock, your chain. I can always carry tools, a tyre puncture repair kit, that sort of thing. And that is the trouble with a small naked bike like this.
They're great. It rides so much better.
Hey, you're talking about going camping on this. We've got to try to get tents, sleeping bags, cooking kit.
I don't know if we can, to be honest.
I'm going to have a go. These Oxford bags, they are modular, which means that you can put a big one on the bottom and then you can sort of put a 10 litre one on the top and then hook another one on the side. So I reckon if we can put the 30 litre on the bottom, we could have a 30, 10, 10 and 10. So I reckon we could put 60 litres of storage on there.
Possibly, we could do that.
I'm going to have a go. We shouldn't need that. That's 120 litres between us.
You say that, but the camping things are quite bulky, even though well, that's a challenge.
It is a challenge, and that's exactly why we're going to do it.
Yes. Boilet. One long press.
There you go, coffee's on. Save yourself £7 there again.
Well, we have to buy the coffee pods. That probably works out like 30p each or something.
Yeah.
Which is still better. And I quite enjoyed this. I like this.
Yeah, like I was saying earlier, we've set off out today with absolutely no plan whatsoever, but that is the beautiful thing that these affordable bikes bring you, is that, you know, it's not going to cost you 20 quid in fuel to nip out and go down the road.
No, you mentioned it when we were riding about the fuel, and I keep looking at the fuel
not
gauge
moving,
and
is
it's
it?
not moving.
Not moving.
I'm not used to that. You know, with Africa Twin, I used to say how much I hate putting the fuel in.
Yeah.
Because
that's a daily thing, isn't it?
Some days we had to stop twice on the fuel stations if we were doing big miles.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the range is on these, but I would bet it's close to 200 miles. We will find out though. We'll definitely use it up and we'll see.
You better enjoy the sun. I think it's raining from tomorrow, so it'll be raining and camping.
Sounds a standard procedure, that is,
Camping
isn't
in
it?
the rain,
Always
yeah.
seems to rain when we go camping. I don't mind when I'm in the tent.
It does.
Right, spot the difference then. We've got the Scrambler 400 here and the Speed 400 here. What have you noticed? Yeah.
The engine things are different.
The engine things?
Well, that's another side maybe.
Yeah, same engine. So the first difference is the exhaust. So we spotted that earlier on. On the Scrambler, we got a 19-inch front wheel and a 17-inch front wheel on the Speed 400.
That's obvious. I thought you were asking me something tricky.
Oh, I'll let you do the rest
All right.
then.
No, you
I'll
go
carry
on.
on, sorry. All right, yeah. We got on the Scrambler a really nice headlight guard on that one.
Yeah,
That does
it
look the
is.
part.
I do
like
like
that. And you got different bars, and I like the leather bar brace they put on there as well. It's probably not really needed. You're not going to do proper
Handguards
scrambling,
as
but
well?
it looks nice. Yeah, some handguards. Now they're always useless. Plastic handguards. Definitely buy bark busters for that. It's standard for any bike for me. First thing I tend to do. The seats are different. So that one's a two-piece jobby on the Scrambler. It looks nice actually, nice stitching and stuff on that. I like that. The tyres are different as well, more off-roadish, more sort of 80-20
Yeah, I
off-roading
definitely
on the
like
Scrambler.
those tyres a bit more.
They've done a nice job really when you consider it's the same frame, same engine and stuff, making these bikes different. And yeah, I like the little touches that they have done on that, and it's nice. They both look nice in their own way. I really like this one as well, to be fair. Another little touch on the Scrambler is they've put the nice Triumph pads on the tank so you don't rub your knees on the tank. And that would be a shame because the paintwork on these is really nice. If I had this one, I reckon I'd do the same thing. I'd just get some nice black pad protectors and put on the tank. It'd be a shame to scuff that. Oh, mirrors are different as well. We've got bar end mirrors on the Speed 400. Now, I don't know about you, but they're a bit of a downside for me. I'm not a massive fan of the mirrors.
I'm not a fan either.
The shape doesn't allow you to see enough and you know, far enough over your shoulder for me. I'd probably change that if I bought them.
Yeah. We have another 30 minutes that we can allow for sitting around.
Yeah. We've got to go back to adulting.
Yes,
Things
so
to
to
do,
go back to the everyday life stuff. But just so happy to soak up the sun by the beach.
Yeah, I could sit here forever and look out to sea and that. Like, it's really cool. Rock islands and things, you can't sit here. It's beautiful here. There is an old pier here, and that used to be full of amusement arcades and that sort of thing, but those days are gone now. Everybody's sat on their Xbox, aren't they?
Thanks for joining us today. We had relaxing ride and the coffee at the beach, which is always a good idea.
Do you know what? Today is just a prime example. I say it all the time, you know, but whenever you get a spare 5 minutes, jump on your bike, go out, grab these moments whenever you can. Don't sit home and watch the telly. There's nothing to see there, you know. Well, thanks for joining us. And yeah, if you haven't already, hit subscribe on the YouTube. Hit that bell notification. Oh, and we seem to be lacking followers on Facebook and Instagram. I know this is a different thing, but companies and people that support us look at that. So we'd really appreciate it if you go over and find us on Facebook and Instagram and click those buttons as well. And
we post every day, so you can see what we're up to.
We like to talk to you, and you can send us pictures and videos and things of what you're up to as well. We like that. So we'll see you there.
Love you, bye.
Love you, bye.